Welcome to Island Diaz Poddy episode. We don't even list our episodes anymore because we forget which episode we're on. But we got the boys from the GTA podcast. My man Nick.
Let's go. Thank you, man.
And Spence.
Thank you.
Spence was behind the scenes on the one that we might not release, but he was there at my bar, Man of Kent. And it was a great time. If you weren't there, you missed out. It was like the five of us just hanging out.
That was a good time.
Yeah, it was me, you, Spence, Tanner, and Shaner.
Yeah. What's his nickname? What do you call it? Is that no?
No. Prince Vince?
Yeah.
No, that's not Prince Vince.
I saw him on one of your episodes.
Oh, Prince Vince killed it, dude. Killed it. So what's going on? Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Thank you for having us on. It's been a while,
dude.
man.
Of course.
It's been a while. I feel a little rusty. As I was saying earlier, we haven't filmed one in like 3.5, 4 months. So
Yeah.
I was getting jitters today, man. I was fucking excited.
Like really excited.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I love doing this. I love it.
So that's what I wanted to ask you, since you've started it up, because we did one we might not release, but we did one a while ago, and this was before you had set things up. And I remember like talking to you, being like, "You gonna do it? Like you should. You'll love it."
So this is what happened. So I did my boys. It's Always Sunny in It's Always Sunny in Toronto. It's my boy Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
I did his podcast in 2021 when we first released, and then I did my boy Uncle Vinny. His podcast Vigilante, and I did yours.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to you, being like, if I start this, I'm not gonna stop. So it's like, I know how much work it is, and I just don't know if I have it in me
to keep doing it.
Well, it's just like it's nonstop, right? For me to do it, it's like setting up the guests and then editing. It takes me 13 hours by the end of it.
Yeah.
So that's every week, right?
Yeah.
And I have a whole business I have to run. Like this works with the business, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn myself down a little bit, getting a little overhyped, boys. Yeah. Like 13 hours a week is a lot, right?
Yeah.
But I'm getting like 5 pieces of content out of it as well. So not only am I collabing with guys like you or like, people in the city and people are experiencing the rum, I'm still getting also content out of it. So it just makes sense. So I'm just riding it out. We're going to do every week, no matter what. Even last week, I didn't have a guest because I got married. I got married like a week and a half ago and I just forgot. Thank you. And so I just did it with myself.
Yeah. How was that?
It was like, you know what, bro? Like I was just like run down from like the week before. So I had like a cough. So every 2 seconds I was clearing my throat. I was just coughing too much. And I was like, whatever. So I ended it within like 25 minutes. So
just something to throw out.
And I was just like talking to myself. I was rolling all the cameras myself. And I was like, okay, this is good. Psychotic shit. You know what I mean?
Coming off a wedding too.
Yeah, totally. Right. Yeah.
That's tough. The only guy I know who can like, not know personally, but I can watch for an hour of just him rambling is Theo Vaughn.
He's amazing.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Every piece of content that guy puts out, you're like, you don't know what the fuck he's going to say.
He's the dumbest smart guy.
Oh.
You're right. You nailed that. Yeah.
Smart guy.
He is the dumbest smart guy, but he's such a fucking lovely dude. Like it's insane. That guy's heart is like heart of gold, right?
Yeah.
And missing a lot of those types. But anyways, what's going on with you guys? Okay, so I saw you guys both on the Humboldt one. That one was super, super cool, especially at that rink.
Mm-hmm. So
how did that all come about? Who's the guy that owns the rink? What's his name?
Alex Weiss. Shout out the Weiss family.
The
Weiss. The Weiss or Weiss? Weiss, I think. I don't know.
Definitely not white.
No. Okay. No, cool. Not white.
Misheard.
The Weiss family, they've been nothing but super generous to myself and Tanner.
Totally.
They invited us out to use the rink to set up for the Tyler podcast, and then they hosted a charity like hockey game and invited both Tanner and I out. And we originally weren't on teams, but I somehow weaseled my way onto the full send team, which was
no way.
Yeah. But by that point, it was like the semifinals, and I was already drinking for like probably like 2-3 hours almost. So I got out on the ice and I was like, holy shit. Like, but it was still such a cool experience, and we didn't win, but
who's on that team?
So originally Kyle was supposed to, but he had to fly out the morning of to go do a Happy Dad thing. So it was just like his buddies, Jimmy Gambles, and then a couple of his friends from growing up in Mississauga. Some of the more like back end guys on the Full Send Pod, but or not Full Send Pod, the brand. But it was awesome, man. Like those guys are good guys, and then Alex, he said, I mean, like they had fireworks at the end.
That's amazing.
Six Buzz was there, and
oh no way!
It was just really well set up. And
Did you see Six Buzz, like his face?
No.
But he was there.
Yeah, so I met like people who post on it, but the guy,
yeah,
he was
smart. He's smart.
Yeah, I think he was in LA or something. But
for sure,
it was a cool experience because both Tanner and I were like walking around, being like we
yeah, no, for sure.
We're just two idiots on a mic, like
you know, but you're getting there, right? Like which is great.
We
like,
had
you guys have at least a nice following, and people obviously want to help out, which is awesome.
Yeah, we had momentum going, but we kind of killed it with.
Yeah, but it's all about the reset, bro. Yeah. Look at the banks.
Yeah.
Look at the banks, dude.
Fuck, you know? I hope we didn't collapse that badly, but no.
Spence, how did you like doing it?
It was awesome. Like just being at the rink, like the whole aesthetic there. We went to check it out like a week before. And the camera guys were like playing around with the lighting and stuff, just trying to get the right shots. And it was like we're in our mid-20s. It's like I feel like a kid on Christmas Day right now. And it's like especially playing hockey growing up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just so cool. Like I'd spend 5-6 hours a day on the outdoor rinks when I was a kid, and it's like wow, I wish I had this when I was growing up.
If you had that growing up, you'd have to have the boys over on like a nightly. Even if I'm not there, I'm going, hey guys, like go shoot pucks in the back, and if you make it to the show, just remember me.
It's like the Field of Dreams, right? Have you guys seen that movie?
I know what it is. I haven't seen it.
Dude, that movie's epic, bro. I rewatched that like maybe actually I think it was a similar time when you released the episode. Maybe that sparked it. But that movie is fucking amazing, dude.
That's the if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, dude. Scary at first, but then you realize it's just baseball players, and you're like sick. Yeah, at first you think it was a bunch of ghosts and stuff. So
yeah.
Speaking of ghosts, you guys believe in ghosts? Well,
I didn't up until so now I do, but I didn't for the longest time. But,
tough guy, eh? Like when you're growing up, you're like, no, fuck that.
No, I was fucking terrified of like.
I was terrified too.
Lights would go off and I'd be running up the stairs.
I think everyone does that.
Oh god, it's the fear of the unknown, man.
Dude, it's insane. Like, do you guys believe in ghost animals?
Ghost animals.
When animals die, turn into ghosts.
I don't know.
I know, right? Like if there's ghosts.
I wish my dogs went to heaven when they died. I don't know if they do.
Yeah, I know.
Oh god, I wish my dog lived forever, man.
Yeah,
I know. I got two of them. I got two dogs. I grew up with dogs, so I'm not used to dogs passing away, but I am in a way. But I have two dogs now, and one just turned 7. Yeah, which is like fuck.
They're halfway.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But they bring so much joy, and it's just like my buddy's dog. He was I think 16. He just passed this last year.
That's a good life for
not bad, right? Fuck. But I didn't know this, but like you're supposed to be in the room when they're gonna pass away.
Yeah,
because you're the last person that they see, and also they've given you this their whole entire life is to just be like, hey, you're the best human ever.
Yeah.
So that kind of tripped me out because I was like, fuck, being in the room is just because my dad always had to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So now I'm the dad.
That'd be a tough.
Oh, dude, imagine.
I've had to do that before. Like
really?
My family's always had a ton of dogs growing up, and my parents have 3 right now, and one's turning 16 in a couple of months too. So she's blind, she's deaf, but she's still happy as hell. So
right, like it's
But, like so much of their happiness is dependent on their physical health, and if you can't move around, if you're in pain, like it's not really fair to the dog.
No,
right?
totally.
It's just kind of like it's tough, but it's the right thing to do. So you're at peace with it at the end of the day.
And dude, bro, like I'll walk home or not walk home. I'll drive home. Maybe I'll walk home. I'll walk home and we'll see what happens.
Depends on the episode.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with you guys. I might have to walk home. I'll walk home. As soon as I walk in that door, those 2 dogs are just so excited to see me. It's insane.
It's the best greeting.
No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what.
You'll be gone for like an hour. And you'll come in and they'll be like crying.
It's crazy, dude. It's like we're not, worthy of them.
I didn't understand the whole dog person thing growing up because I didn't grow up with a dog.
Right.
I always was a fan of dogs and I always liked them.
Yeah,
but until you actually have one, you're like, holy shit.
Will
this
you
is
get
literally
one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I'm able to, I will, but
big or small?
Medium size.
I got medium size. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We were talking about this. It's funny. Literally on the way here, we were just talking about like my dad has a dog and she's getting up there in age, and I was like, fuck, like I don't know how he's gonna deal with her passing.
How old's your dad?
My dad, he's 62, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a ginger though, so he doesn't age. It's like I look the exact same.
You're not ginger, are you?
If I grow out my beard enough, like I get a little bit ginger.
A little bit, eh?
His dad's like hardcore ginger though. Like if he goes out in the sun, like his skin's like as red as that.
He looks like he looks like a carrot from afar.
Really?
Like if he gets sunburnt, it's like orange hair. It's not even red hair. It's orange hair, orange. He looks like Will Ferrell kind of.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I like Will Ferrell.
His personality is pretty similar too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Funny guy.
Yeah, he's
like we go golfing with his dad all the time, and he's like probably the least mature of the three of us.
Really, eh?
And somehow every bad shot is my fault. It's just
with his bad shot.
Yeah, he'll be playing poorly, and he'll hit a bad shot. I'll just turn around. And this is why I fucking can't golf with you. And I'm like, what? Like I chirp him sometimes.
Yeah.
And then the end of the round, he's like, can't wait to get out again.
Yeah, end of the round, he's just like, that was so much fun. Like I love doing it with you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, me too. It was a roller coaster of emotions. But
yeah.
I literally have a video on my phone of like he's taking a shot. You're just in the background. He shanks the shot. Just starts out, Nikki, what the fuck? And you're not doing anything.
That's
just
hilarious. That's
just
hilarious.
sitting in the cart like, it's not my
Drinking
fault. You
beers.
suck.
Yeah. Your dad drink?
Not heavily. No. Like he'll enjoy like a Caesar and a pint, but
like on the course, everyone's drinking. Okay. By the way, disclosure, I don't golf. I've never golfed.
Oh, you gotta get out there, man.
I have
You
to,
gotta.
but like I have never done it.
We gotta get.
That would suit your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get Tanner to give you a little lesson. Tanner's one of the best guys to golf with because
Really?
he's fucking amazing, and he just doesn't care about he doesn't follow the he's not a hardcore golfer in the sense of like you gotta tuck in your shirt and be like the golf etiquette. He'll just go out. Fucking
here's my problem, dude. I
beers.
feel like if I become a golfer, I'm gonna become a billionaire. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be like that good at networking, and then I'm just gonna get divorced by accident because I'm gonna be on the golf course all the time. Like it's this, you know, it's crazy,
slope,
dude.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. But I still have to try it.
You got to,
you
especially.
Know? I might fuck around and make $1 billion just on the golf course because that's what I hear.
Island Diaz.
Oh, bro, we're on golf courses. By the way, shout out Island Diaz, one of our sponsors, Island Diaz. We have a sponsor, Storyteller Beer Lager, and also shout out Leisure Department, keeping us fresh to death.
Shout out Island Diaz for sponsoring my weekends.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I gave you guys a bottle. Both of you guys showed up at my bar.
Yeah.
That was legendary. I had a backpack full of something other than rum. Yeah. That was hilarious though too, because there was just so many people. Remember Dodgy? Dodgy showed up.
Yeah.
Dodgy's a fucking legend,
he had
dude.
some good stories too.
Oh yeah, he knew the guys in Trailer Park Boys, right? Yeah.
Best show ever.
I gotta get Dodgy on here for sure.
He'd have some good stories.
He's hilarious.
He was a hockey player too, right?
I think he's more into soccer, but maybe or football, whatever.
We were talking about. I don't
know. Maybe he is a hockey player. Maybe
regardless, the point of all this, you got to come out on the course.
I'm going to, yeah. I'm gonna make that my point this summer. Like that's the main thing I'm gonna try to do this summer.
You know what we were
go up 4 times.
We were talking about it even from like for Tanner and I from a content standpoint is because Tanner loves golf.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, with the pod and like the Good Times brand, you want to call it?
Yeah.
I just want to do fun shit and kind of what you enjoy. And so we were talking about like doing some sort of like golf interview or like being out on the course, filming that, and I don't know, something kind of similar to the Rink of Dreams type thing, but like out on
that'd be awesome.
Course.
Like especially on that like those locations on a nice day. It'd be sick.
It's nice. It's like because we used to do it at a studio, and then our first, I call it a way pod. Yeah, was at Man of Kemp Bar, and that was fucking awesome.
That was awesome.
Like
that was awesome. You know, I did one live there.
Huh?
I did a live podcast there.
No way.
So I brought all these mics here, cameras, set up a light, and we just had random people. Like not random, we knew everyone. Right? It was on a Tuesday, but we had people like circling out every 5-10 minutes. And it was getting wild, bro. You couldn't hear because people in the background were just like, it's a bar, right? People are just like talking. But it was so funny, dude. And we want to do that like once a month potentially.
How did you like that? Because we want to do something similar.
It was cool. I mean, I think you got to preference it a little bit different. Like I feel like a golf course would be good because it's quiet enough, you know. But like a bar, people are just like, no matter what, it's loud, right? Other than the fact that when we were there, it was like not as loud because it was shut down.
Yeah.
Except for the mechanic guy or the electrician guy that kept asking me about like Where the fuck is that? I don't even know what he's talking about. But yeah, no, I think that something that I want to do. Like again, I just want to set up maybe in the summer outside on the patio.
That'd be dope.
Because I don't think you guys you've been there in the summer, but we didn't sit on the patio.
No, not in the summer. Maybe
I think it was like October, November-ish.
No, but you came in the summer when we met Dodge, but we were inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if the patio was open when we were there. I was there recently.
When?
A couple, I want to say, like mid to late February. I went there on like a Thursday.
Was it busy?
Yeah,
it
was. It was.
It's rambunctious in there, dude.
I saw
it's crazy.
It's funny enough too, because I was talking. So I'm talking to a girl now.
Oh,
and,
nice.
I was just saying because she was like, oh, "Want to go out on Ossington?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, like I know a guy. He has a bar there."
Yo, no matter what, I'm giving both you guys the privilege. Make sure you drop my name so you can get in there early. I don't give a fuck. Like, if it helps you guys out, especially they'll probably bring you shots too. So yeah,
but
sure.
It was pretty funny. She sent me like a TikTok. I think it was like this weekend actually, and some foodie or like vlogger or something. Some girl from Toronto was like talking about spots on Ossington.
I think I saw that maybe.
Man of Ken was
there. So did you bring her there?
No, I haven't gone. She literally sent me it like this past weekend.
Okay.
I went another time with another group.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good spot, man. It's funny because I've always been biased. We've had it for like 7 years, and it's always been that spot where people just like meet up and hang out. But now it's like really, really popping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like even I feel when I'm there on Saturday, I go downstairs because I feel weird, like uncomfortable. There's too many people, and I feel like I gotta watch everyone.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm not enjoying it as much. When you guys came, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Right. There's like. The bar inside was kind of like low key. Outside patios were just busy, but we were like able to chill.
Yeah. How was it during the World Cup?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah, we had a lot. It was really, really busy.
Those soccer fans are fucked.
They're fucked.
They're fucked. There's like no other way to put it. They're just
they're nuts. They're because they're there early too, right? Like I think we would open up at like 11 a.m.
Yeah,
like early.
They're there at 10.
Oh yeah, making sure they got a table.
Yeah.
Well, all the games are starting like 6-7 hours earlier, right? So they kind of have to be. But
no, it's just wild.
Just in general, like I remember I had a short stint at the Swan.
Yeah.
But I would work the day shift, and you'd have people there at like right away having pints.
Yeah, and they get like the
where's the
license.
Swan?
Swan and Firkin. I worked there for a couple of years. Nikki,
had a short stint there.
Dishwasher?
No, we were both bus boys, but once, I just
you fell in love, didn't you?
No. I went back to my hockey job.
Okay, yeah. So you're still playing though, right?
Beer leagues, yeah.
So how was that?
Living the dream, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's not bad, except my skate broke couple weeks ago, and I was like, I've had those skates since like when I was playing seriously,
like pro, yeah.
But I wish pro, but
dude, I tell everyone you're a pro, so you gotta go with it.
I'll go with it. I'll go with it.
Every chick I meet, I'm like, I know this pro.
Yeah. What's his name? Oh, Jake Evans. But yeah. So actually, we went together. It was like fucking couple Wednesdays ago. My one buddy texted me. He's like, "Hey, can you come out? We only have like 4 or 5 guys. We need extra bodies. Like, can you come out to an 11:30 p.m. game?"
Right.
I was like, "Fuck, like 11:30. Not gonna get to bed till like 3. Whatever. I'll come." And we go out, and as soon as I stepped on the ice, my skate blade fell out. I was like, "Holy fuck! Like, I can't even go home because this guy drove me." So I just ended up watching a beer league game till like 1 in the morning.
That's how late they go. I guess like you're drinking beer all over the
place. They probably start at like 11:40ish, and then like if you do the 11:30 game, you're probably getting like they're typically late, so you're probably starting at like 11:40ish, and then it's close to an hour long, and then by the time you like get out, it's 1ish, and then you get home and you're still like wired. And me, like we were talking about it, we can't sleep at the best of times, so it's like.
Not at all.
You play a hockey game at 11:30.
You guys ever try like microdosing mushrooms?
Yeah, but for different reasons.
No, that's macrodosing, bro.
No. I tried it during the pandemic where I was like doing the like schedule.
You
Like,
want more, bro?
Oh, I'm good for now.
You guys help yourself.
Like every 3 days, because like a former NHLer, this guy Dan Carcillo, used to or still swears by like magic mushrooms, and psilocybin for helping his like post like concussion syndromes.
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I was like, fuck, I'll try anything. And so I didn't do it for as long as he recommended doing it, but every 3 days I take like 200 milligrams or whatever the pills were.
Yeah.
So, but I found whether it was placebo or not, it helped with at least anxiousness and those kinds of things.
I was taking them for a while. Like one of my partners has a mushroom farm out west.
Oh, no way.
So he would, that's why I had all those.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
He would be sending us like pills.
Yeah.
And there was like 150s, 200s, and I would take. One time there was 500s.
Yeah.
But he mixed them up. So I was like, every time I would like microdose, I'd be like
I don't know what this
I'm like,
is.
dude, my I don't know. I'm like, how many are you supposed to take? He goes, 1. I'm like, well, I did take 1. He's like, everything good? I'm like, my computer's moving. he's like, oh fuck, I think you took like the 500 mil or like the 1 gram. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Because I'm like, I'm actually high, dude. Like this.
This isn't a micro.
But then I did like the 150s, the 200s is like a slight edge. But then my boy gave me these ones, like last week, literally, and they're 50 mil.
I'd like to try those.
And it's just like a very, very small, like,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I'd like to try them because I found like, I don't know whether it was me, the 200s kind of made me like, I'd feel good and then I'd feel really tired. Like midday.
Yeah, because your brain's probably in overdrive, right?
Yeah, I'd feel like towards the end, I'd feel like overly exhausted. You
ever try them?
Yeah, no, we took some together not too long.
Yeah, up at the
like,
cottage.
Like for like no, but I mean like for microdosing.
Oh no, I've tried microdosing now.
Yeah,
it was actually funny the first time I tried shrooms. I was in BC with one of my best friends, and we were just gonna try and grab a joint, go to the beach, like hang out. And he goes into this store and he's looking around, and this was like COVID times. Like there's only like 5 people out in the store or whatever, so only he went in. He comes back out 5 minutes later. He's like, "You won't believe this. They're just selling shrooms in there. there's no pot, whatever." And he asked the lady, he's like, "Hey, do you have anything like on sale or high THC, whatever?" She's like, "Oh, we just sell psilocybin here."
That's crazy.
He's like, "Is that legal?" And he's like, "No, they don't police it."
Yeah, I feel like Tofino is a lawless place.
Well, that was in Vancouver.
Oh, was it?
Was that Kitsilano Beach?
It was actually in Yaletown.
What a spot!
It was like in a nicer spot in Vancouver, and it was just the place was called Zoomies, and we thought it was
I've heard of
weed
Zoomies
dispensary. So yeah,
my sister used to live in Kitsilano Beach for like 20 years,
I
would always go there.
Kitts Beach is awesome.
It's awesome.
Oh, I loved it. I spent like 3 months in Vancouver, and I'd go back.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
When was this?
A couple summers ago.
Yeah, working out there.
I was because I could work remotely, but it was I think it was summer.
It was during COVID.
2021.
I think you got there the day I left.
Yeah, I got there in June. I got there early.
So wait,
June.
when did you start GTA then?
We started GTA last January.
So 2022.
2022.
Really?
Our first episode was like January 16th or something.
Yeah. How was that MMA guy?
Tommy?
Gnarly, eh?
Oh fuck yeah, he's such a nice guy too.
For sure.
So I went to Western with him.
Okay, cool.
He's from Strathroy, I believe, or
Stratford.
One of the
There is one of Stratford.
I think it's Stratford. Stratford. I believe it's Stratford. Yeah.
Stratford. I think Bieber's from Stratford.
Yeah. So he's from Stratford, and then he moved to London. I met him at Western. Just super nice dude, and especially the fact that he can kick like all of our asses. Yeah, he's a great guy. And listening to him talk about because I'm a big MMA fan.
You love it, eh?
Yeah, love it.
But unfortunately, by the way, that event I was trying to get you guys go, it fucking got canceled.
Yeah, all good.
But it's gonna come back. So once that happens, Hank the Hunk, you guys.
I just want to see you in the fucking ring.
I want to see me in the ring too, dude. I really do, man. Like I can't wait.
We should do one. This guy versus you.
Who? The guy that you?
Yeah, the guy that we had.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Yo, bro, I'm not afraid of anyone, but like maybe that guy.
Yeah. No, he's a good dude though.
It's all theatrics. You do well in a WWE match.
I'd fucking kill it, dude. You know, I had a wrestling ring built in my backyard when I was a kid. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm like born for it, bro.
You versus Logan
My
Paul.
dad was a wrestler. Funny enough, like an actual wrestler, like one of the. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you guys ever been to a WWE event?
No, I want to
You know
go
what?
so
I want to
badly,
go
man.
so bad. I was such a big fan.
Yeah.
It's just like anything live for some reason I just never go to.
Yeah.
Wrestling, sports. By the way, my brother just turned 40 and we got him Leaf tickets for the Detroit game. Remember, I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, can you get me Leaf tickets?"
Yeah.
We bought him tickets, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" I didn't realize how much they would be.
Yeah.
But like, he's never been,
Yeah.
so it's like it's huge, right?
He's gonna appreciate that.
Well, he's gonna love it, and I think he's gonna bring my dad. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be
Yo, you
awesome.
should bring dad. By the way, if you're seeing this, yeah, it's April 2nd, so you should bring dad. Yeah.
Bring him.
But no, imagine that, right? Like the first time going to see it, and it's like lower bowl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. That'll be
I
a
saw a
blast.
Leaf game in when I was in LA right before COVID. It's March 8th.
How was that? How is LA?
Yeah, LA's LA. You know, like I gotta love hate for it. Like I love LA, but I hate driving around.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm me, right? Like I'm like, you know, in Toronto, I'll go and meet up with a million different people.
Yeah.
In LA, I try to do the same thing, but everything is an hour and a half away.
I'd lose my marbles, man.
Yeah, dude. So like I'm living in Venice Beach. Santa Monica's like 40 minutes, maybe not, but then like Malibu's like an hour, and then downtown LA is an hour. West Hollywood's an hour. So, you know, I have friends all over,
Yeah.
right? So I'm trying to hit up, like I'm trying to I'll hang out with 9 people in a day here.
Yeah.
I try to hang out with 9 people in a day there. I got 15 minutes with each person.
You just
So-
have timers going off.
Oh, dude,
fuck.
it's nuts. And then the, you know, $1,000 fucking Uber bill, you know? So it's like,
Yeah. Well,
it's
if
crazy.
you don't have a car down there, then
And you don't want a car down there either, right? Because you're, you know, you got to valet every time you park somewhere.
Yeah.
So every time you park somewhere is like $25 American.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's a tricky one to navigate. I mean, I did it pretty well. Like, I figured renting a car was more expensive than Ubering.
Yeah.
And if I'm Ubering, I can be working during.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, you're giving me a car for an hour.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of how I figured I'd like Uber, go to meetings, and then be able to Uber somewhere else and go for drinks, and then not have to do like Uber back because my car, I can't drive it. So
I have a question for you with the working aspect, this especially with the editing. As someone who, what like platform or program would you recommend to someone who would do just the most basic editing? Like for myself, I want to learn how to do basic editing. What would you recommend?
I use, and maybe I can get sponsorship, Adobe Premiere.
Okay.
I use Premiere, but I pay for it. Like I pay for it
Yeah,
monthly.
yeah.
And before we used to steal it, like back in the day.
Yeah.
But I was doing, when I first started, I guess in like high school, I was editing like skateboard videos. And it was in Premiere.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's the one iMovie or whatever?
iMovie. Yeah, we never had Macintosh.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
So
it just came.
it was like all PC in school. So then we would do Premiere, and then I went to film school, and everything was on Avid.
Okay.
So Avid's like super professional, but very, very difficult to use.
Yeah,
don't
want that.
No, and then when I left, I went back to Premiere, and then I bought a Mac, and everything was like Final Cut.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd do Final Cut until it came out with Final Cut X, and it was like garbage. I was using Final Cut 7. So when that happened, I went back to Premiere.
Okay.
So I've been doing Premiere on and off for about like 18, 19 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But no, iMovie would probably be the best one.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just don't know how to use it. I've
Yeah.
never used it, right? So
Yeah, because I for myself, like, if we want to keep this going for a long period of time, like, I have to be able to do more than just talk.
now,
So-
would you? Okay, hey
you're
Jakey,
pretty-faced,
Jakey,
too.
what do you think? What
Final Cut,
Final
yeah.
Cut?
Final Cut.
iMovie Pro.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
iMovie Pro.
Pretty much. Both made by Apple.
Yeah, Jakey's younger than me. He's 25. So
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because right now I just feel useless.
well,
Mhm.
now here's the thing. Not to like bait out how much this would cost because we can talk about it after. But with this, would you just take the actual edit and then chop up reels?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you could probably do like 100 reels at a one.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's what
and
I'm thinking.
I don't want to just rely on, because right now I'm relying on a guy and I'd have to go through. And
Your
be
boy that I was
Yeah.
talking to? Holy fuck, what a nightmare.
So I want to be a little more independent and just like say one night I'm chilling fucking by myself. I'm like, okay, instead of fucking watching this, and no offense, like he's not doing it in a way that I'd want to actually have it done, and there's fucking words being misspelled.
Right,
I'm just like, I'm like, all right, like I'd rather me be able to put together like 10, 15 in a night than wait.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So-
See how I do it. Like these guys are different, but how I do it is I'll edit it. And I just like we'll cut to you when you're talking to me.
Yeah.
And then when I'm doing the reels, I'll create a separate sequence, and I'll take the parts that I want, and then I might just go to reaction to you earlier, so I might kind of re-edit it, and I have to resize it. Now Spence is in the shot, so now I'm doing another shot of him.
Yeah.
So I'm getting him, and then you, and then me.
So I'd just like to be able to know how to do the basics of that.
Yeah.
Because it does seem interesting, and like I'd want to put my own touch on it instead of him kind of just doing the simplest shit.
Totally. Now here's the thing: do you like how I do it? Is if we're talking right now about reels, I won't edit anything out of it. I'll just do like the minute of us talking about the reels.
But you'll like zoom in on certain aspects. Or
I'll zoom on. I'll do you, me, him, you, me, him, and then that's it. But I don't like cut anything out.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do cut things out. I'm just like, I'm not trying to like get the easy way out, but I'm trying to like, do 5 in a night, and that's how I do 5 in a night.
Yeah.
Because you got to export it as well.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys cut a lot of stuff out?
Of the reels?
Yeah.
No, it's
Pretty much the conversation that cut out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But I'd like to put in like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just me thinking out loud.
No, for
that
sure.
sense,
No, I'm
but-
interested too, because I'm new to this as well, right? So,
Yeah. I think with the reels, what I've been seeing is like, you know how the people are putting those fucking like subtitles and
that's supposedly hitting hard.
yeah,
Hitting
that stuff,
hard.
and then just I don't know. I'd like to be able to just play with things, even for my own like hobby.
Yeah.
Just getting fried and
Yeah.
doing that instead.
Yeah. No, for sure. Spence, do you have any interest in editing?
A little
Software
bit.
This
My
guy's a
editing-
Photoshop guy, man.
Are you?
Not an expert, but
Who is?
We have like my friend group and I have like a group chat, and we always like poking fun of each other about something stupid that happened on the weekend. So I like making like Friday Beers has the Almost Friday things.
Yeah.
So like photoshopping some of my buddies' faces over those and like posting those on Instagram and stuff. And
Okay. Yeah.
I could
Just-
could show you some afterwards.
just
They're
fun
pretty
stuff.
hilarious. They're more like inside jokes and whatnot. But
Dude, the one you sent of me,
have
of
you-
that Halloween
so
thing was
so you know how like the Spirit Halloween like characters.
Yeah.
So I took a picture of him. We went on vacation in Mexico like a year ago.
By the way, how was that? Recently,
So he went. He
Oh,
just
you
went.
didn't
I
go?
Didn't go. I didn't
Okay.
go. No.
I went again recently.
it looked
We
amazing.
could talk about the Mexico trip, maybe not. I don't know, but
When you all fucked up and got tattooed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've talked about it before, but
I'm not on this one though.
No,
Yeah. No,
no.
I'll make a nice little reel. Speaking of reels.
but anyway, so I made him a Spirit Halloween thing. He has like a basketball jersey on, red bucket hat, just like 2 like rum and cokes in his hands, tooth out.
I have seen this.
And it was like character, and it's like I forget what character traits I said. They were like package includes, right?
Yeah.
And it was like missing tooth, rum and coke stained like white t-shirt,
Vodka
like
cream.
broken phone, like just basically
worst
everything that happens to you
hangover
like
ever.
every 2 weeks. So
Yeah, it was a pretty good one, but I think that was the most engagement because I reposted it.
Yeah.
By far the most engagement I've ever got on a story.
Really?
Yeah,
and I made that and I sent to him like, hey, is it okay if I post this? Because like he might not take it the right way. He's like, dude, that's hilarious.
I was
Like,
dying, dude. It's fucked.
You know when you have to ask someone's permission, you know it's the right one.
Yeah.
You know, like you know it's the right one.
Yeah.
No, you know what I use? I know I'm really good at Photoshop. I'm good with all these programs, but I'm just kind of lazy sometimes. I use Face Off, I think.
Or face swap. Or,
Face Swap.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see it. It's super fun.
It's
They do have some apps now where you can literally just upload a photo and you can like it syncs that person's face on like a video.
oh
whatever,
dude,
like,
have you heard of
Face Copy. That's what I use.
face copy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Deep
pretty good.
fakes.
Deep fakes. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
You're watching some deep fake, deep fake something, eh?
I was. There's this guy.
Have you heard of deep fake?
Deep, is this some AI thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
How do I
So
know?
you like upload someone's photo, and
Yeah.
then you can take like a
Oh.
movie clip, and it'll basically put that person's face on.
So
like,
people are
that-
doing it with porno, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I was at a bar one time, and this guy I knew, he took a crap with the door open.
Sick.
And I just I took
It's fucking
I
insane.
took
Why'd you do that, dude?
no
No,
no, sorry.
I won't stoop that low, man.
Sorry, he didn't lock the door. He didn't lock the door.
Oh,
And
someone
opened
walked
it,
in?
and he just didn't close it afterwards. And then
Yeah.
I took the like the video from Step Brothers where it's like, we're real men, we shit with the door open.
Yeah.
So I put his face on that.
No, do you know this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, I thought it was pretty funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, isn't that kind of scary though? Like, let's just say I have a crush on a chick. I'm
Oh.
like, yeah, now I'm just gonna put her in porno.
It's
I just thought about
fucked.
that now. That's
fucked.
fucking crazy.
AI is terrifying. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos where it's like, I don't know who the speaker is, but it's one speaker, and then it's like Joe Rogan's voice, Biden's voice. It's like 5 different voices, and the words are moving, or the mouth is moving of what he's saying in different voices, and it looks legit.
Yeah. There was like
Yeah.
a fake speech from like Biden like a couple weeks ago.
That's what it was.
And it was
I
like
saw
that actually looked like him, and it was like, okay, this can really fuck things up.
It can
For-
really
yeah.
fuck things up. Yeah.
And like it's at this point now, think of like 5 years down
It's
the road.
terrifying,
Like,
man.
there's gonna be
It
so
is
many
terrifying.
incriminating evidence on people, like things that didn't actually happen, and like
True.
Yeah.
Now, how do people know that it's fake? Right. Like, is there any way that the government can govern it or no?
I have
Part-
no idea. I
who
haven't looked
knows?
Yeah.
that far into it, but
To be honest, I'm almost looking at AI just to create stuff.
it's a tool.
Potentially.
It's a tool.
I
for
haven't done
sure.
it yet, but like a lot of people are just like, dude, it would save you like hours.
Oh, I've used it and just like to help me out,
Yeah.
and it does save you hours.
Yeah.
It's
But-
it's nuts. You can be like, hey, type or what is this in like great, like layman's terms.
Yeah.
Or write this and like
That's
some of the
cra- I
capabilities.
can't believe
are
that. That's
incredible.
crazy, right?
And I think the new one comes out.
What's the new one?
So it's like it was like Chat GPT 3 was like
Okay.
based off of a certain number of parameters, and they've updated it to like up to date.
Who
now.
owns this? Elon Musk?
No,
don't
Chat
think Musk
GPT
did,
is
it-
fuck. I don't know.
Do you know?
I know his face.
My Jamie's
but-
not that good, eh? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, pull that up, Jamie.
Yeah, pull it up, dude.
But it's pretty incredible.
It is. You know what? Someone was talking to me about the AI art,
Yeah,
and he's just like, I don't know, man. I don't like, and I'm an artist too. Like I do think I am one, anyways.
I'd agree.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I've just been in film for forever.
Yeah.
I'm always creating shit,
Yeah,
and he's just like, well, yeah, it's just like someone else is doing it. I'm like, yeah, but that is kind of art in a way. Like if you can articulate your words enough to make something beautiful out of whatever you're talking to chat,
yeah,
whatever, and it comes out nice, that's still art in a way, because it's almost like giving writers, because I write a lot too, writers the edge of like creating their images.
yeah.
So I see that side of it. I don't see the side of like manipulating, like pretending something happened that didn't. But I don't think there's anything around that. It's like when the internet just came out,
Yeah.
there's a lot of fucked up shit that happened, right?
I think you could fool people
Totally.
with those videos, but I
The
don't
crazy thing is people are fooled already. Like,
Yeah.
people just see a headline, people see a video, and they take that at face value completely, right? And they don't do their
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
investigation
Yeah.
and whatnot. So
I feel like critical
that's
thinking.
where it's even like kind of scarier, because people have such short attention spans nowadays, and they're just looking for dopamine release,
Yeah.
dopamine release,
Yeah.
and they don't actually care to investigate it.
Well, good point, because it's almost like when people are just like reading the headlines of something, not even actually reading the article.
Yeah.
Do you think they're actually going to dive deep into like seeing Joe Biden talk about fucking whatever and be like, oh my God, now this
That's
fucking,
fake.
Yeah.
they're
No,
not going
especially
to,
if you-
it's not going to get past that, right?
Especially if you see it visually. I feel like
Totally.
if you actually can see it with your own 2 eyes, you're like, okay, this has got to be true.
Oh man, it's
Especially
it is
scrolling
scary.
through Instagram, half the time you've already watched like 200 videos in the last 20 minutes, so your brain's already like mush, and you're like, oh, nice.
It's almost like that. Remember Coney 2012?
Oh my god!
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but on steroids, on cocaine.
Coney
snorting cocaine now.
Fucking scammed everybody.
Dude, that was insane, bro.
Do people actually donate money to
Oh yeah, dude,
yeah.
I know. Like, there's known people that have done it.
He pulled on heartstrings with that video.
Jesus.
Brother, like, I don't, like, to be honest, maybe I give away money to what is it, World Vision. I've sponsored a kid every month. But when that kind of shit comes out, I'm like, I don't know. Like, and I was like, maybe it's real. I didn't think it was not real.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really look into it. But then when all these people were just posting on Facebook, be like, Coney 2012 or 2012, and like this, that, and the other. It was crazy, bro. It was like a revolution for not even anything.
No, it was just.
So people are so stupid now, right? Like, that was then. That was 11 years ago.
Imagine now.
Oh, dude, yeah, people are fucked, bro. Yo, AI is gonna really, like, you think people are like getting scammed now from like fraudsters? Oh, dude,
they're fucked. People are gonna be fucked,
brother. I might get fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might get fooled. Like, it's that good.
I remember I got an email like recently, and it was from a scammer. It was on my work email, and they were just like, used my CEO's name. It was like,
oh wow,
hey, can you help out with this?
You get some gift cards for me?
I was like,
was it gift cards? What was it?
no, I was like, I don't know what it was. Like, hey, can you do me a favor? And I just blocked the email, but they completely, their email address was still like.
But you knew it was fake.
Oh god, yeah, because the email address was something completely fucked, and then it just said my CEO's name, and they like misspelled something. I was like, this is one of the worst scammers
these days.
Oh, some of them are pretty good. But
I work in tech, so we do a lot with like cybersecurity issues and whatnot, and the phishing emails, stuff like that. If you're an older person, you don't really like understand it fully. It's very easy to get taken advantage of.
My granddad got scammed,
and like usually they'll always send you a message like alert, you got to reset this password, change this link, make this payment, stuff like that. And I don't know. There's a lot of like telltale signs, but if you're just like, especially if someone gets like 100 emails a day or whatever, it's easy just to like kind of rip through that and like click on something wrong, and next thing you know, you're compromised completely.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Yep.
So this
won't tell anybody.
This past summer, Instagram. So I got a message from my boy.
Oh.
He goes, yo. And I go,
oh no.
I go, yo. He goes, I forget what it was. I don't even want to open it because I feel like I'm gonna get scammed again. He goes, can you do me a favor? I'm like, yeah, of course. And this is like my boy, like, and he's talking just how my boy would talk.
Yeah.
And I'm like maybe like 3 or 4 beers deep. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah.
And he's like, yo, something about like I'm gonna send you a code, send it back. I got locked out of my Facebook.
Yeah.
So I did it. Got hacked.
Oh,
dude,
fuck.
It was the
your
worst.
Instagram down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it messaged everyone on my Instagram. Everybody being like, yo, can you give me $100?
Yeah. Yeah.
So people were messaging me, be like, dude, do you need $100? Because we'll give you $100. Are you okay? I'm like, and they're like, we know you don't need $100, but like, what is this?
All right, man?
Yeah, it was fucked, bro. Luckily, my girlfriend knew someone at Facebook, and we got it back within like a couple weeks. But like, dude, it was insane. And I honestly, to this day, it's so embarrassing that I fell for it. And then one thing is, a dude that's super fucking like a bad dude fell for it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So now he's calling me.
Oh,
and I'm answering. I'm like, bro, like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I got fooled from his, and now he thinks I pulled something on him.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Does he not
the threats coming out like this, that, and the other. I'm like, do whatever you're gonna do, bro. But like, to be honest, dude, we're both idiots. You know what I mean? Like
some
like,
guy on the other side of the world just scammed you, man.
Yeah, bro. And then people
me.
were like FaceTiming the guy that scammed me. It was like this dude over in Africa.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are sending them dick pics and stuff like that. Yeah. But like, bro, it was the worst. But yeah, the worst thing is me and this other guy will just never be cool because I'm like, bro, like if you think that I'm just trying to scam you at $100, like you're out of your mind. And you sent me $100. Like, are you out of your mind, bro?
Man,
Anyways,
you can't argue with stupid.
You can't, right? No. I was like, dude, I'll just give you $100.
Yeah.
We haven't talked since, but anyways. But it was like it was that fucking real. Like it happened that quick too. And honestly, it felt like my boy.
I've got a few sugar mama things.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Someone will be like, "Hey, like, do you want to be?"
That might be real though.
No. It's be
That
like,
might be real.
Don't sell yourself short.
The first one I thought it was real, and I was like, "Nice, like, come on, this is what I needed."
Would you do it?
No, I was going back, and then I realized they were like, "What's your bank account?" And I was like, "Ah." And then like 2-3 weeks later, like I got another one, and I was like, again, just trolling. They're like $500. I was like $1,000. Give me $1,000 a week.
That'd be.
I was like, that's my allowance.
Would you do that for $1,000 a week?
What do I have to do?
Send some feed pics.
Okay, no. Let's chat it out. I don't know what you'd have to do. I don't really know the obligations. Jake, do you know?
Sugar mama.
Yeah, like what do they make you do? Do you have to have sex with them?
Probably.
Okay, you have to have sex twice a week. $1,000.
What does she look like?
That would make.
Jake, what does she look like?
Like a 6.
A 6?
Oh,
A 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done
Dude,
it.
I
I've
would
done
do
it for
that.
free.
Yeah.
How's her personality?
Her voice is annoying.
I can deal
But
with
like,
that.
okay, but is she?
Some
Does she
headphones
have to bring you to events? Like, are you?
Yeah, do I have to be
Oh,
seen in
in
public?
I'm not an
Probably.
expert, but, I guess
Well,
if I
it
go
looks
out
like
public-
okay. My Jamie is not an expert. My bad.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
come on, man. Bring it up, dude. Yeah. No, like to be honest though, like, me if I wasn't in a happy relationship,
Yep,
married.
again.
Thank you. Yeah.
I want to know more about that after.
Sure. Yeah.
About the-
Let's talk about the sugar mama first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like why wouldn't I if I
Yeah.
was like single?
Yeah.
Like if it's just like a lady that needs comfort, and I'm getting paid, and like maybe we have a good time too.
I'm securing at least 10 racks, and then I'm getting out of there.
$10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll go out and just
Find another one.
Yeah.
But you could also probably like get a raise. You know what I mean? You could work up to that raise, right?
Negotiate salary.
What do
Yeah.
you think, Spencer?
It would have to be the perfect scenario. I don't know.
Perfect
Yeah.
scenario. That doesn't exist, brother.
I wouldn't want
This
any.
is 2023, dude.
No one could know about it.
Wow.
I would.
You're gonna
I would
tell
feel-
your
I would,
boys.
I would feel weird about it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't tell anyone?
No, obviously my boys would know, but
Yeah.
I'd feel weird about it too.
Yeah. I don't know.
It
if
would
I
be
could
kind
do
of. It would be weird. I'll tell you one story. This older man. No, not like this.
Oh fuck, where is this going?
Yeah. This older man. When my grandmother, she passed away, but when she was in the nursing home, he like would take care of her. He was an old wrestler, and he really liked me. And he's just like, hey man, like within like 3 times of meeting him, he wanted to leave me his estate. And my dad was like, I don't like. He called my dad's like, I want to leave your son my estate.
Did
he like
did he want anything in
no,
return?
it wasn't sexual. No, I don't think. Anyways, but it was like a weird thing for me because I was like, I don't want to. Like that just seems
That's a lot
that
of-
seems like insane.
Yeah, it
to
is.
me,
It is.
right? Like,
That's that Billy Curting song "Come to Life."
yeah, it's fucked up. So I had to go. And my dad's like, well, you got to go tell him in person because like he just wants to see you. So I go, I because he loved that I was Hank the Hunk,
Yeah.
and he was a wrestler back in the day. So he used to wrestle with like Ken Shamrock and stuff like that.
Oh fuck,
Like-
he was like legit.
Yeah, but he's older than them, right?
Yeah.
So he knew all those guys. So
Or he just loved Hank the Hunk.
he
not
loved Hank the
not
Hunk, not me.
not
yeah,
the
yeah,
wrestler.
yeah. He loved the Hunk. That is me. But anyway, so I met up with him. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave you. I'm not even gonna tell you guys the amount, but he's like, you gotta look after my medication. You gotta look after this. I'm like, guys, I can't even look out for myself for one.
Yeah.
2, I feel weird about this whole situation. I feel weird that I barely even know you. You just like.
Did he not have family? Like
No, he didn't. His family was robbing him. That's what was happening.
Yeah, that's a.
It was a weird situation. I
Then
said
they'd be
no.
coming
I said
after
no.
you.
Wow. I mean, fuck them, dude. I'll fucking. It's my money now. But like again, it was just like a really weird situation for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, like think about that. Like some dude that you may meet like 3 or 4 times. He likes you. He trusts you. He wants you to handle his estate until he dies, and then you take it over.
I'd be that's a.
It's like a house. It's like a bank account. It's like.
That's a lot.
Oh, so he didn't just like want to give you the inheritance. You were literally like the what's the term?
If
Power of attorney, is it?
Yeah.
Or Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
he literally wanted you
But
to
then
do.
I get it all after.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's just like I'm
That's
not
a
gonna.
hassle.
Well, it's a hassle, but it's also if I told you an amount, you'd be like, whoa. But I said I was thinking about it. You know, what I mean, I was thinking about it a couple times. Now I'm thinking I should have. I wouldn't be in this fucking dumpster right now, selling fucking rum to fucking motherfuckers underage. No, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna cut that one out.
Cut that one out. Yeah. Hey, Jamie, cut that one out. You know what I'm saying? No, man, but it was just like kind of like at the point I was like, I'm not comfortable doing this at all, and I wasn't even in the beginning, but like I had to tell him I wasn't.
Yeah.
But that was my sugar daddy story, I guess. Anyways, what do you want to know?
No. I was just gonna say
Mexico
about the wedding and.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. How'd you propose? Again,
you want the whole kit and caboodle. So my girl was we've been together for like I guess 7 years now.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna do it before COVID, and then COVID kind of fucked me, and then I started Island Diaz, and like because before COVID I was going back and forth in New York and LA. I was gonna sign to some companies. Life was gonna be sick, awesome, Lamborghinis, whatever. Didn't happen. So I pulled the trigger. I got the ring done by Edan Diamonds. Shout out Edan. He's downtown. If you need a ring, call him up. Got the ring done, and then proposed in Mexico. So me, nice. her mother, and her stepdad went to Mexico.
Nice.
So proposed then. They knew I was going to do it. They didn't know if I was going to bring it to Mexico.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was going to bring the ring to Mexico because it's a very expensive ring, in my opinion. And I didn't want to lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I also
sense.
couldn't put it in the safe because she'd see it.
Yeah.
So I put it in socks.
Oh my God! You're living dangerously.
The whole time it was just like anxiety, just like boom, 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 like you know that anxiety, right?
Oh yeah.
I think it's a heart attack. Yeah.
Every few minutes you're like, oh.
Okay, yeah. Am I alive? Okay, I'm alive.
I'd be so nervous.
Oh,
yeah. About losing my wallet in Mexico, let alone however expensive that ring.
Brother, I was like, this is
you lost your phone in Mexico. That was bad.
This is a million times worse. And if I lost it, I would just go in the ocean, find a raft, and be cast away. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would do.
With the ring.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, fuck it. Call whoever, take over the rum. Yeah, it's done. So I proposed in Mexico. That was in December. So I think I told you around December, I believe. So my dad's not doing the greatest, but it's more so because we're gonna do a big wedding in Mexico next year, but we wanted to have like a proper thing, just in case. You never know, right? Like if his health goes south or whatever. Yeah. So we did like a immediate family wedding. Yeah. So literally like 2 months later.
Nice.
Just rushed it. So that was 2 weeks ago. But we did like the ceremony at Sterling Studios. And then Oretta, you guys know Oretta?
Yeah.
Rented the upstairs Oretta and just had like our immediate family.
Nice.
It was awesome. It was honestly like I don't know if you guys like love marriage and stuff like that. I didn't really know what marriage was or like weddings. Like I knew what it was, but I didn't really realize how special it was until I did it. And it is. It's awesome. I love being married.
How nervous were you when you were proposing?
Dude, you want to know how I did it? So
did you microdose before?
Fucking macrodose, bro. I was sniffing the shrooms, dude. Okay. No, what I did was because she knows that I just shoot content all the time. So I was like, yo, we gotta go to the beach. It was like magic hour, right? Like we gotta go to the beach. I gotta shoot some stuff because
I saw some of your content.
But well, the thing is, she shot a lot of it.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta, you know what I mean. Now that we're married, you gotta shoot the content. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna bring a bottle of Island Diaz. We're gonna shoot some stuff. She's like, well, the sun's not gonna be out. She's giving me all this fucking like, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm like, no, trust me, we're going. So I bring a bottle, but the reason why I brought the Island Diaz is I want to bring a bottle of champagne. So I had in my backpack a bottle of champagne and Island Diaz. So zipping it up, she's like, why are you having a backpack? I'm like, what the bottle of Island Diaz? And then there she's like, okay. So then now I'm also wearing shorts and the ring case is like this. It's like sticking out like this much, and I'm just like fucking trying to like walk around like.
Just have your thing.
It's kind of like when you have a boner and you're trying to tuck it up. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm walking around all fucking weird and shit. She's like, "What is going on with you?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then we're walking down to the beach, and I just found the perfect spot to where like I was gonna bring her all the way down to the beach, and then I was like, "Fuck it, there's no one here." She didn't want me. She specifically said over the years, if I propose to her in front of a bunch of people, she'll say no.
Oh my God.
Maybe not no, but like she'll be very
yeah.
So then I look, and it's just like this, so many dope palm trees. So I just spin around and I just propose there.
Nice.
And she had no fucking idea.
Nice.
No idea. Because she knew I was going to propose probably this year, but she didn't think I'd like do it in Mexico.
Yeah.
For one, she knows I'm like fucking sketched out about like bringing expensive stuff
To
like,
Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah.
So so now we're going to Mexico this weekend to check out spots
Nice.
for our,
Nice.
our second wedding, and then we'll have another wedding where all the boys will come. Yeah, it's gonna be really expensive for me. So yeah,
That's all weddings are. It's an excuse to have big parties.
dude. But like we'll do a sick one. I'll probably have like a bunch of people at Mannequin. We'll just block off the street.
Just
You guys all come.
wasted.
You guys bring the lady you're talking to. You
Right.
know, do you have a lady?
Not one in the mix right now. No.
Soon though.
You know what? I'm happy.
Handsome man like
I'm
him.
happy doing my own thing. You know.
I love that.
Happy doing
Yeah,
my own thing.
I love that.
The right one comes along, sure, but
I love
life's
that.
pretty damn good. Can't complain.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
There we go. Spence.
I know. Spenny's a wise man.
He is a wise man. I love that.
Yeah. I learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You definitely can't force it.
Yeah. We won't get into that story, but
Let's get into that story. No, I was just kidding.
Yeah. Let's get into the X's here.
So you're dating a chick now?
I don't know about dating, but we've been chatting for a bit.
That's cool.
Things
From Toronto?
she lives in Toronto now, but not originally. She's from Whitby.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a cool girl though, so
Tough
things are
chick.
nice.
Yeah, Whitby.
Yeah,
tough chick,
No, not from. I didn't say Oshawa.
Oh yeah, the next one over. No, it's
Yeah.
good.
No.
That's awesome, dude.
But things are good. Again, I was like in Spenny's boat when I met her. I was like, not a fucking chance.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
You're just doing your own thing, right?
Oh yeah, and then things have just again like things have been easy, things have been natural. So
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works, right? Like that's the
Exactly.
whole thing with my now wife. It's just like it's never been a thing where not that we don't try. It's not that like, how do I say this without being a dick? It's like not like
it shouldn't feel like a lot of work.
No,
you know when your friend has that one girl that just like
It's just a-
sucks his whole
yeah,
energy
it's a
out.
succubus.
Yeah,
It's
sucky
just-
bus. Yeah,
Just drains. your
like
energy.
literally. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
never happened with my my.
No, but
girl.
I feel like we all know a
But
guy.
I've had that though.
Yeah.
It's like you want to focus on stuff, and they're just like, well, what? Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's not
You
good.
just feel obligated to do shit you don't want to do, and
Yeah.
all that pretty much.
Yeah.
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 And the biggest thing is like when the boys disappear, like she knows like right from the get go, like she understands like how important my friend group and
Yeah.
my boys are to me. And
Yeah.
She respects that. And I was
That's
like,
amazing.
Okay, that's the biggest thing is like I'm an idiot. It's just no nice way of putting it, especially like when we're out with the boys. So I think
Do you guys get like fucked up or?
yeah, like when
But
we
like,
go
okay,
out,
is it like a weekly thing?
But
But it's a thing though.
It's a
like,
thing.
like it's
It's
like
a
if you
thing.
guys are going out, you're gonna go out.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You can plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be better, but
I am too, dude. I'm 36, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know what I've said no to is shots. Shots just like accelerate me to become. Not that I'm an asshole ever. It's just like the next day I'm just like I hate myself.
and that's what it is with me. It's funny again. We were talking about it. I was like, so we both have our birthday coming up. His is April 1st, mine's April 3rd. So we want to do a joint B day.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, after our birthday, like I want to take a month off of just drinking. Like I
Sure.
want to see how I feel. I want to see how like
Have you done that before?
no.
Oh, really?
not
Dude,
in a
you'll
long
feel
time.
amazing.
So I did it, funny enough, at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
The
okay.
first like 50 days because I was coming off of concussion. And I was like, I want to see how I feel.
That was that recent, eh?
Yeah, I got one in like December of 2019.
Yeah.
And then was carrying over and like I could still feel effects in like February. And I was like, I want to see how it feels without smoking without drinking. And I think like for 50 some odd days, I didn't drink or smoke, and I felt great. And so I want to see if I can go a month. And I know it's not going to happen until after our birthday because this weekend, St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to Montreal. I'm like, that's a recipe for disaster. I just know, enjoy these last 3 weekends and then.
Yeah, no, for sure. What does Montreal look like for you? Are you gonna get a bunch of smoked meat sandwiches? Or are you gonna like?
No, Montreal will be.
Are you gonna go see your boy?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm gonna go catch up. Walk the streets. Do all that.
Yeah, I love Montreal.
I love Montreal too. Montreal is
Beautiful
incredible.
city.
Beautiful city. Beautiful women. Beautiful party scenes. Fun. Just.
The party scene's wild, dude.
Montreal's a good time.
I did a PlayStation 4 commercial there, so we were like, we did half of it in Toronto and then half of it in Montreal, and half of it in Montreal was at Comic-Con. Yeah. So like, we would just be. I don't know if you've been to Comic-Con.
No, but I know what they are.
Yeah, it's basically like gamer stuff. I don't even know what it is, but
do people do like cosplay there?
Oh, heavy. And you know what, dude? I want to make fun of it so bad, but I'm also just like, wow.
Yo, some of the girls are.
You love to dress up though, so you can't.
I love to dress up for one, two. No, but they're so good at it. Like they spend so much time. So it's like it's
out.
It's just more like I'm like a guy who wants to poke fun at anything, but I'm like, oh man, like I don't want to disrespect what they're doing.
No,
because it's their own thing too, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they kill it, bro. Like they look amazing.
Some of it's incredible.
It's like that movie Role Models.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot about that movie.
When those guys are just like doing the castle stuff, and they're just like,
that's what
they have their own world.
Stifler, right?
Stifler and McLovin.
Yeah.
What's his name?
And Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Yeah. And the little black kid, the really funny black kid.
Oh, what's his name?
You know who I'm talking
about? That movie was
just
fucking epic.
Yeah. I just remember like 2 lines from that movie. Like,
what was it?
They go, they had to do like their not internship, but like their community service hours at a place called Sturdy Wings. And Paul Rudd goes, "What the fuck is Sturdy Wings?" And there's the lady who's like the host there, and she's like, Jane
something.
Yeah, and she's like, "You know what I used to have for breakfast?
Cocaine.
You know what I used to have for lunch? Cocaine. What's for dinner? Let me guess, cocaine."
You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Yeah, no, she's a Jane Lynch. Jane Lynch. She's a legend, bro.
Yeah,
a legend. I wrote a movie for myself, but I wrote one of the characters as her. So I was like totally gung ho. Yeah. Fucking, I was gonna meet like Danny McBride was gonna be the star. Jane Lynch, like this is in my imagination, but it
Danny
still
McBride's
happened.
a top tier star.
He's fucking hilarious, dude. And then in Alien, he also killed it.
In what?
Alien.
I haven't watched. No, I haven't watched.
Well, this is like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but when he was an Alien, him, Franco, but like he was actually like legit in it.
What's the show? Southbound and Down, Eastbound and Down.
So legendary, legendary.
Kenny Powers. What's his friend's name? Stevie. Stevie's the best.
Dude, you would not be able to do that now.
No. Oh God, no.
No. Which is a shame. I still watch the fuck out of that. Like it's so funny.
I love that show. It's the same thing with South Park.
Oh, I was just gonna mention that. It's like it's amazing that South Park is still on the air because it's. Like,
I haven't seen South Park forever, but I've obviously watched when I was a kid because I'm a little older than you guys.
Yeah.
I watched like the first seasons, and it was like you could only watch that at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So my brother, he's 3 years older than me. He'd always record it or like wake me up and like we watch it.
South Park's amazing.
It.
Yeah. I send him clips all the time of just South Park stuff, and they make fun of everybody.
Everyone.
No one is safe.
Well, you know what though? Like, and this is why like a lot of people are trying to like cancel Dave Chappelle and all this kind of stuff. But like back in the day, the Joker, like the town Joker, was the only one that was able to make fun of everyone, including the king.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you take that away, then you're taking away comedy. Like comedy should be like you can make fun of anything.
Yeah.
You should be able to.
You should.
And it's just crazy that like I get certain things like whatever, like do whatever you want to do, but like leave comedy out of it because that's the only one that's being able to like have free speech at this point.
That's the last place where you should be politically correct.
I think so.
It's the last place. And you know, at the end of the day, if you're offending a lot of people, you're not going to have an audience. Like you shouldn't rely on people to cancel whatever. People are going to stop showing up to your shows. People stop listening to your
I don't know if you know this, but one of my good friends, and I worked with him for a long time, is Ryan Long.
Yeah, you mentioned that on ours.
So Ryan Long, like he's in my movie. if I haven't sent you guys the movie, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
We did that again 10 years ago. I did all his, like, he was in the Johnstones, did all his videos, and then his first TV shows. But now he's in New York killing it, and he's just like literally, he's doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it.
Yeah.
But
that's the way comedy should be. You shouldn't have to
Totally.
be afraid of stepping on people's toes.
I think so.
Especially when
And
you're
if you're-
doing it without like malicious intent.
Yeah.
If it's just
Yeah,
for
who
pure
Who
entertainment.
gives a fuck? Like, it's not like these people believe that or anything. It's just like, it's funny. It's really funny.
And like, let's be real here. If you have millions of people laughing at it, everyone knows deep down, and it's like, yeah, that's not the most like politically correct thing to say, but there's some. Every
Yeah.
joke has truth behind it.
Totally. And people
So-
are just like kind of angry these days, anyways,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
No, but I think comedy is just if you're going to a comedy show and you're leaving there and being like, oh, he shouldn't have said that.
yeah,
you shouldn't
why'd
be
you
going.
go? Yeah, why'd
shouldn't
you
be
go?
going.
But
Yeah, I think there's starting to be a course correction. I think cancel culture is getting canceled at this point.
Fuck
and
cancel culture.
it better be, dude. Because I'm gonna die if it's not.
No, I think. Well, at the end of the day, if like enough people have that mentality, there's going to be dirt on everyone to get canceled, right? So
Oh.
if you
Yeah, no one's
eventually
perfect, bro.
You eventually shoot yourself in the foot that way. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's just a lot of victimhood mentalities
Totally.
these days. and
People are too soft.
You gotta.
On that note,
But please don't cancel
Sponsored
me.
by.
yeah, sponsored by Cancel Culture. No, on that note, what's next for GTA? Like, you see like a three-way host. You see who do you want on there this year? Are you gonna do like weekly episodes? What's the plan?
our biggest thing is just getting back to filming.
Yeah.
I mean, like we have enough content where we could edit old reels or edit old
sure.
episodes and put out reels for days. But just from like a personal standpoint, is I genuinely miss
doing it?
doing it.
Would you do it weekly?
If we could, I would for sure.
Yeah.
Like what our biggest thing was, and especially as you said, like if you do this, you want to do it long term. It's the same thing with me. Like I want to continue doing this for.
It's longevity, right?
Yeah.
It's just tough, bro. Like, I put myself under pressure when for instance, when I didn't have a guest, or if that, dude, I'm doing 4 in a row right now. So
Yeah.
you're the second. I got another one tomorrow and then another one Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then potentially with my partners on Diaz on Thursday. And then I'm
That's-
flying to Mexico on Saturday.
But I would love to do that. Like I would, because
Yeah.
I don't have to do the editing, so
Right. Yeah. You're
that's
lucky.
taking
yeah,
out probably 20
Yeah.
hours of the process. But
1,000. Well, no, on 5, that's 50 hours probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, but just the talking aspect and going and meeting people and
It's
listening
fun,
to
right?
people's
Yeah.
stories and shooting the shit, I could do that every single day. I
Totally.
do that every single day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so my biggest thing is getting back to doing it because I noticed just from my like happiness standpoint, I've been like, oh, well, like, what are we doing? Like this, we've put this off for months now. Like, we just need to get back doing it. And that's why I said before, like, I wanted to wait for Tanner to do things,
Yep.
but also I'd like to integrate my friends into it. Like,
Totally.
not just Spence. Obviously, if Spenny wants to come on, if my other friends want to come on, like the Good Times brand, I just want to
Start doing it.
start
Because
doing it.
again, you guys definitely have something, especially like I didn't realize you started it last year.
Yeah, we've only
You
been
know?
doing it for a year.
Because you have a really good following. But like, again, is it a financial thing? Is it because there's things around that too, right? Like,
Yeah.
bro, like, you could easily get a fucking what is it? What's the stuff that goes on hockey sticks? Tape?
Duct tape?
No, the hockey tape.
Oh, hockey tape.
You could get one of those guys to give you $200 an episode
Yeah.
as a sponsorship. So like, there's a lot of ways around it. That's what I'm working on now.
we have had gambling companies
No way.
reach out and say they wanted to sponsor us.
What does that look like? Is that like $500 an episode? Is it like depending on how many?
monthly?
Monthly.
The ones we've got have been monthly offers, and it's been half gambling credits, half cash.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Well, now I got a gambling problem.
Yeah. And all they asked us to do was like have their logo down at the bottom and do like an ad read in the episode,
Yeah.
and then certain like we had to hit quotas for posts on our social media.
So okay, so what about downloads on like YouTube and Spotify? It doesn't matter. It's
They
more on,
didn't ask us, and I think from their perspective, it's more so they have faith in us long term.
yeah.
And they kind of saw the potential.
Now, are you able to renegotiate after?
I assume so.
yeah.
So we didn't sign it because we haven't released any new episodes.
Right,
this
right.
was towards. So we really stopped filming in like September,
Right,
and then
right.
we had a couple in the. Yours was probably one of our last, and we had a couple in the bank, and they were like, yeah, if you, because we told them we do 2 episodes a month. They're like, all right, here's based off 2 episodes what we're gonna offer you. I assume if we did more episodes, then they'd offer us more. So I know that's an option. And then just in general, like we wanted to get our own gear. Because as I said, like I want to do this for fucking 5, 10, however many years.
For sure.
And I don't want to, same thing with editing. I didn't want to be reliant on people as much.
Yeah.
And like I want to be able to go, say I go to Montreal, I want to be able to bring a camera or one day eventually get to the point where we can go do an episode
Well,
in Montreal.
maybe it's like paring it down. Maybe it's like, you know, a setup like this is a little extensive, obviously. Like,
Yeah, so-
and setting it up. But like maybe when you go to Montreal, you get one of those blue Yeti mics,
Yeah.
plugs into a camera that's just like rolls. That's not, you know, $10,000.
Oh no, this is not going to be like.
Yeah, but but then at least you have that to be like, okay, this is the single interview or whatever.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
But there's definitely ways around it. But like the sponsorship, I feel is something that people don't think about, especially a lot of people that are trying to rent this studio. It's very easy to get someone to give you $250 towards it.
Yeah.
Because they're that content, they don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know, you give them one commercial, they put it on their reels, and they're getting way more than what they would have paid for, right? So.
Yeah. So that's something, and even from that, it's just, as I said, the biggest priority is getting things back up and running for my own sanity.
Well, it's like therapy, as you guys have said.
Yeah. Well, it's like boys don't go to therapy; they start a podcast.
Yeah. Well, no, I went to therapy and I have a
do
podcast.
both. Do both.
Therapy, podcast, and I got an acupuncture fucking guy. Yeah. No, my therapist left. I still gotta find one. Since I've met you.
Yeah.
My therapist, I think quit in like May, dude. But like I'm not actively seeking one, but I should probably get one. Yeah.
No, but and then from growing the brand, like I just want to be able to branch out. It's the same thing with you. I saw you did the merch.
Yeah.
And just do fun stuff like that. I want to do a live event.
No, for sure. I know you want to get into like community events and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is growing a community.
Totally.
And we want to start off in obviously it makes sense, our immediate community, like the West End.
Yep.
Doing a live event there, and then I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but the biggest thing is getting it back up and running. Because I can talk about it for hours if I don't do it.
For sure.
And I've been kind of lazy and had different priorities with like my actual career and
yeah, totally.
trying to get that going. But we'll see what happens.
I mean, this could easily take your career, right? Like it you never know, right?
You never know.
Like again, like the run you guys had with that short stint
was nice. We had a good little run for a bit, and I think
it was great.
I think we've built up some validity and like a good enough base where we could chill for a bit, even though I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
sometimes you got to reset, bro.
Yeah, and we want to come back with like a different song, different intro.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I have a few guests in mind, and I want to be able to do more episodes because two a month for me.
You probably want to do the 4, right?
Yeah, that'd be ideal. But again, with Tanner's lacrosse schedule, it wasn't feasible. His lacrosse is done in April. So we can really start like hammering stuff down. But even if T can't do it all the time, like I have no issue. Whoever Spenny wants to come on.
Yeah.
My other buddies want to come on.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I mean, I think that's like smart, right? Like all I know is just consistency.
Yeah.
And I'm like, one thing with mine is I think we're on, dude, maybe like episode 15.
You've
next
been
week.
consistent.
Well, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, all my partners are like, we got to do the podcast. We got to do the podcast. And the whole time I'm telling them, like, guys, I don't want to be responsible for this because I'm going to be responsible for this.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that does this.
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone's like, yeah, we should do one. I'm like, yeah, it's, you can talk all day about doing one, but like actually doing it and being consistent is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
not to say I don't love it, but like
it's different though. You're doing the whole thing.
But you have, like, the thing is I have to, right?
Yeah.
So with that, it's there's no stopping now at all.
No.
Now that I've like if I did 2 and I just like, oh, whatever.
Oh, people would be like, oh, this what the fuck, like.
But like on episode I think 11, we got on the recommended page on YouTube, and we got like 1,400 hits in one day. It was like it was amazing. That hasn't happened since, but like that YouTube just recognizes that.
It's just
stuff.
putting shit out. It's putting stuff out there.
Totally.
I saw especially with you, like you've been reposted and you've collabed with like Canada hip hop or whatever it is.
We love hip hop. Shout out Friday. Shout out Trapper John. We love hip hop. Yeah, those guys are the fucking like they're the OGs of this, right?
And it seems like you're very like well connected and immersed in like the hip hop culture as well.
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
within Toronto.
For sure.
And I kind of knew that, but now seeing you post those kinds of things, like the one episode, the like light skinned girl talking about the dating Toronto man,
Srirachi.
Yeah,
Srirachi and G-Body. Yo, that went.
That's a fucking insane clip. Like,
I know. You told me that clip, dude. You told me that clip would go viral, and then maybe a month later, I was like, oh, no, I was like, yeah, I know it should, and I was like, but if in my mind, I was like, if it hadn't yet, it probably won't. And then literally like a month later, Keep Six Solid show, Keep Six Solid. They reposted it. It got like 27,000 views and like 1,000 comments. It was fucking wild. Dude. Yeah. But that was a crazy story, though.
Especially, I feel like with you, if you continue to like collab with Toronto rappers, it's a matter of time, or just people in like the Toronto scene. It's a matter of time before like someone big in Toronto will appreciate that. Whether it's like a Six Buzz reposting it or something.
You're talking about Drake, aren't you?
I mean, fuck.
Yo, Drake, where you at, bro?
But
we're the same age, dude. I'm literally like 16 days older than him.
Yeah, respect your elders.
Yeah, respect your elders. Imagine.
But like,
no, you're right though. It's just
could have been a Six Buzz.
For sure. And it is all about just being consistent. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to tell myself over and over again. Again, it's like everyone can tell you to do it. And actually, hold up, let me read this one quote because Brett Barish, who I admire, he owns Bamboo Rum. He posted this. There are a million people without skin in the game who will give you advice. Ultimately, you start a business because you trust your instincts. So like everyone I know, not everyone I know, but a lot of people will be like, you know what you should do is get in the LCBO. Yeah. It's like, okay, we're in 128 of them. Like you don't even know what, like you're just saying stuff. You're just trying to give me advice on something that you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
And that I think goes with having a podcast. Everyone's gonna be like, well, why don't you do 7 episodes a week?
It's not.
It's feasible. Like, well, it's not feasible. It's like, what am I going to talk about? Or like, there's not even enough current events.
Yeah.
Even though like a lot of mine, I feel like even yours are very conversational about what people are doing. But like everyone's going to tell you what to do, but it's really like up to us to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what I keep telling my partners. I keep telling everyone else is like, if we're going to do it, I will do it. But you got to know that I'm taking a lot of time out of the other part that I should be doing. Should be doing. I feel like this is very as much as important as doing sketches for Alan Diaz. I feel like we're getting just as much content, but like it's still a lot of work. It's
time consuming.
It's not just I'm having fun.
No,
we're having fun right now, but after I'm gonna go kill myself. You know what I mean? Like fucking editing for a while. You know?
Yeah, and I think that's what I've realized is I need to take on more of those responsibilities because, again, like right now it's tough financially to continue to like outsource everything.
Sure.
And it can be cheaper to outsource that stuff, but at the same time, if it's like your baby, you want it done right, right? And if it's your company, it's your brand, like your vision is definitely gonna be very different than someone just kind of paying to do it.
Yeah,
for sure. Not invested in it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I talked about with the reels when shit's misspelled and like, dude, I'm like, hey, I appreciate love the effort and appreciate what they're doing, but I'd rather just learn how to do it and do it, especially with the reels where it's not as bad with like the YouTube videos or like the full editing, because that fucking I feel like that would take a ton of time.
Well, that's what takes a lot of time. But the thing is, you want that. I feel like you want that done by someone that can do it, because you can't fuck that up really.
I know.
You're talking, go to him. I'm talking, go to me.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. But with the reels, it's like picking the right parts.
Yeah.
It's there's probably out of this one, there's probably like 15 really good reels.
And that's where also I feel limited because you buy them or like you pay them per reel or whatever the package is.
Right.
And it's like, okay, like there's so many parts that I want to be able to pick.
Yeah.
And narrowing it down to like 4 reels is kind of tough.
Totally.
Like,
Yep. Right. Yeah. 100%.
And it's funny with the reels because I find like not everyone's going to listen to the full, like no one's listening through the majority of people.
Yeah.
So
you got the core that love it and they're going to do it no matter what.
But the reels are the biggest thing.
Huge.
That's what the majority of people are seeing.
Totally.
And it's like, okay, how do I want people to like perceive me?
For sure.
And it's only a 30-second clip, but it's the same thing with headlines.
Let me ask you this before we wrap it up. Like, how do you, when you put stuff out, are you ever like nervous? Like, because I know like you're not, I've been on camera for like, I'm not going to say my whole life, but the last 20 years. So now I don't really give a fuck. Yeah. You know, like I went viral with Charlie Bit My Finger. Yeah. 7 million views. And I could care less what people think, really. Yeah. On that side of things. You know, it's different if people know me. But like, what do you think? Like when you were going to like put something out, do you have to watch it 100 times? Do you have to like, when you put it out, do you not watch it? Do you not want to read the comments?
It's weird. I feel like I go through waves of different, how I feel about it. For the most part, I don't really care. I'd say the one thing that is always in the back of my mind is like what people are gonna think, like knowing, like seeing the podcast and then meeting me in person. Like I wonder what their perception is going through the reels, but I feel like I'm just being me. Yeah. So
you are like definitely 100% you.
They get a good idea. Again, at the end of the day, like I'm just saying what's on my mind. I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. I mean, obviously at times like you get a little nervous or you get in your own head. So, and it's funny when we're really posting stuff like consistently, I didn't give a fuck.
No, but there was a hype around it too, right? So you're just kind of like on your own wave in a way.
Now I'm kind of nervous to post again and have it lull off. Yeah. So that's why I want to have all our ducks in order. And then start posting, because I still have reels from the Humboldt episode that I've been hesitant to post because it's like, fuck, I've been posting the same episode for a month now. Like,
right.
But it's a double-edged sword, you know, like. You typically put out better content when you don't give a fuck what people think. But at the same time, that's kind of the game, right? You do want to put out something really good because that is your brand. That's what you're building. You're trying to gain traction. You're trying to gain positive attention, right? So
it's never easy. Never easy. Doing what you want to do is like it's super tough. Second part of that question, do you care like people that you know? Do you think you're like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna like not make fun of me, but like. It's like they're probably not gonna buy this something, or you know what I mean? Like I kind of go through that once in a while. Like, oh, they know. It's almost like don't judge me as how you met me, but who I am now, right? Like I'm a totally different person. We're always changing. Yeah. But people don't realize that, so they might see you 10 years ago, be like, well, Nick wasn't like that.
Yeah, it's funny. Even I look at some of the episodes we did back in like February, March last year. Yeah. Just sometimes I enjoy going through like the old reels. For sure. And it's kind of motivating, being like, fuck, like this made me feel so happy and like good doing this. Yeah. I want to get that feeling back. But it's been interesting because it actually like seeing that footage and like listening to how my mindset was back then like reminds me of where I was at like mentally back then, and I feel like I've changed and developed even
as you would. You've been on camera. You've never been on camera before,
even
right?
in 8-9 months.
Yeah, totally.
The biggest thing for me, what I'll say is like my family. Like
really?
Yeah, like when I go to like my
like family events and stuff?
Yeah, go to family events.
Are they calling you Hollywood or what?
No, not that. I'm just like, fuck. Like, I wonder what the hell my uncles think of like me being on the pod. Like, I can imagine like some their first reaction was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
yeah, I mean, like that's obviously, I think even for me is always like what my family's thinking. Yeah, you know, like then again, it's like they they probably love it.
Yeah.
They probably are loving that you're doing it.
Yeah, they're supportive. It's funny. I told my dad I was going to do one today.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was just like, he's like, oh, it's been a while. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, thanks. And then he's like, try not to swear as much. And I was like, I know. Like,
You've been pretty good.
I know. But overall, with like the GTA one, he told me, he's like, right, like, don't swear. Like,
Yeah.
no F-bombs. Because I know sometimes when I get into it, or like even when I get nervous, I just revert back to dropping F-bombs.
I mean, fuck is easy.
Yeah.
Dude, like when I'm like,
Covers a lot
so
of
fucking what's going on? Yeah,
that's my
fuck.
filler word. People
Dude,
say like, I just say
fucking
fuck.
fuck is my filler word, dude.
Yeah.
I do a double fuck, bro. Yeah.
Even
Not many people do that.
my manager said it, because my manager, God bless her, she's the best.
Yeah.
She I guess she stumbled upon some of our
GTA?
stuff, and she just said like what you're doing. watch the language. Fuck.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck. Okay.
All right, one more question though. When you're interviewing people, are you getting nervous, or are you like, do you research? Obviously you know who they are, but like, how much research do you do? Do you want to keep it like a little bit fresh?
So at the beginning, I feel like it's dependent on who we were doing. If it's just one of our buddies,
You know everything
I
about
know
them.
everything
Yeah.
about them. But when I'd say the one guest that I was like really nervous about, or I felt kind of intimidated, was the Nimanaz, the comedian. I don't know why. It's just
Was he fun with you guys?
oh yeah, he just has a big persona and a big personality.
You know, he did one of his first shows at my bar.
Really,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
So I met him back before he did like his Trident gum commercial. When I think that was a catapult of him blowing up.
Yeah.
So this is like 2017 ish. Mark McNally, shout out Mark McNally. He used to run a comedy event at Manicat called MOK Comedy.
Yeah.
We do it every Tuesday. But yeah, Nima.
Yeah.
He showed up one time, and I was like, when I saw him, I was like, this guy's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Was it? I don't think it was his first show, but it was one of the first show, like real shows. I think.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't open mic.
No.
Anyways, yeah, that would have been fucking awesome.
He was one guy where I was like, okay.
Now, was he big? He was pretty big at that point.
Yeah, we got him on our show right after he'd gone to Gary V's like VCon thing, and he was like up on stage with Gary, and we were like, good timing for us. But
yeah, totally. Did that spike like a bunch of audience?
Kind of, not as much. Like he honestly, he was probably one of the nicest guests with collabing.
Yeah.
Him and Jason, aka 905, were the only two guests who posted on their stories and collabed.
Oh, really?
No one else posted.
Really?
Like, besides the two girls, but out of like some of the like
the higher ends.
Yeah, no one else reposted or collabed with us. So like Tanner and I were talking about it, and we were like, if you combine like all the followers of some of the guests we've had, we probably missed out on like close to 1.5 million, 2 million like people,
like new engagement. Yeah,
that never saw us.
I just wonder like why people commit to things.
Yeah,
like dude, you guys coming here, it's not like nothing. It's like 2-3 hours out of your time, out of your day, right? Like, why not just capitalize on that too?
Yeah, we could, and we tell everyone, like, hey, like, we can create reels for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want on your page, like, this is free content for you.
Yeah, the problem is, I think like once it starts blowing up more, they're gonna be like, oh, a little bit salty, or maybe they'll jump on it, but it's like, no, like, we're doing this because we want to grow too, right? Like, okay,
I apologize. Obviously, the neighborhood boys helped us out. I mean,
but they're those are your guys.
Yeah, those are our guys. But out of like, we had a one woman on who had like 500,000 followers.
No way.
Like that. She's 1 million followers on subscribers on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice girl, but like, just didn't no story, nothing. But
it should just be something that's mutually beneficial, right? Like,
I think so. What I just don't understand why you would do it without doing that.
Well, it is a fair point. Why would you go spend 2 hours with someone and not want to repost anything? It's like it's gonna be out there anyways, just maybe not on the same scale, but
and it helps us more than you know. Like
100%, dude. Like even analytic wise, or even sponsor wise. Hey, blah blah blah, reposted.
And it's not like your competition. If you were competition, it'd be one thing, but it is something that is like a mutually beneficial environment. So it doesn't make a ton of sense. But
what I'm thinking is,
I'll collab with you.
Yeah. What I was thinking is
like without a question, bro. Yeah. I'll collab first before you even throw out that collab to me.
Yeah. In the meantime, what we want to do is kind of in between trying to figure out new episodes is repost some of the old clips, and I'm just gonna reach out to people and be like, hey, we're posting some of the footage of you guys.
Yeah.
Can you like story this?
Like, dude, like come on, right?
Fucking help us out, man.
By the way, this is the longest podcast I've been recording for. Which is amazing. I feel like this is such a good conversation.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Shout out to you boys because I will be collabing with both of you guys. Trust me.
Yes,
dude,
we will.
It's been a fucking pleasure.
Yes, we will.
Thank you guys again for coming.
Always, man. Thank you.
And yes, shout out Island Diaz, of course, because it's the best spiced rum in the planet. The Island Diaz spice phone. Spence got it. He's talking on the phone. It doesn't actually work. I'm just kidding. Shout out
nice
no long distance.
Whether the Dragon's Den, dude, we sell so many bottles because of the Dragon's Den sticker. Yeah, it's the best. Storyteller Logger, Leisure Department. Tune in next time, or don't, or do it.
Man, do it.
Yeah, come on, please. And then shout out Romeo Diaz. All right, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Oh, that was fun.